quarterback in the league. Oh, what a catch by Jay Nathaniel. That touchdown, Hurricanes.
Junior take a shot deep. Open target. Her third from left to right. Sets off. Oh,
down.
Watch who he's going to set up. He's going to go for the. It fell from the sky into Aaron Ike's hand.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to CFSL, brought to you by PX1 Sports. We're here to watch the Florida Gators up against Texas A&M. My name's Morty, joined by Valente. How we feeling, my man?
Day night with two top 15 teams looking to go 2-0 on the season. Aggies versus Gators. This is set to be a huge matchup.
A huge matchup indeed. It looks like the Gators are going to be getting the ball to start things off. Let's see how their first return of the night goes. Big run up middle finds 29-yard return for Tyrone White. Let's see how their first play of the night goes.
And here comes the big bowling ball and Bear Michaels at quarterback.
The behemoth of quarterbacks, Bear Michaels, lines up alongside the rest of the Florida Gators offense. Stepping back in the pocket, finds a quick throw up the middle. Colin Fletcher with a 7-yard reception.
And that's a great quick throw there. And I talked to Adam earlier. He said there is a huge talent gap between us, and they are aware of it. We have to limit the mistakes and on offense if they want to have a chance at winning this game.
Great chop block on the right side. Good throw up the middle as well for Colin Fletcher. Another good catch for 10 yards this time. They found a first down.
And that's a great throw there to Colin Fletcher. And that's exactly how they want this one to go. They want slow, methodical drives and just quick, short throws to keep the drive alive and wear down a defense.
Two receivers on left, one on right. Bear Michael steps back. A lot of pressure in the pocket, but he's brought down quick. Sack for 5 yards. 2nd and 15 is where the Gators stand.
And they sent a heavy blitz there, and the safety Dylan Miles just shoots through the gap right here and brings down Bear Michaels for the first sack of the night.
That was a hard hit. I mean, he didn't really wrap up right there. You know what I mean? Just kind of put enough momentum. A guy like Bear Michaels, he's pretty top heavy. You know what I mean? Just hit him on the shoulders and watch him fall down quick, and that's exactly what had happened. 2nd and 15, lining up on the 42-yard line towards the right hash mark. A lot of bodies on the line of scrimmage. Bear Michaels steps back. Quick pressure in the pocket, makes him throw it away.
Yeah, live to see another down, bringing up a long 3rd and 15 here for the Gators.
It's a lot of yards to find in just one play. It's going to take a big pass or a very nice run. Let's see what they invest in. Another quick pass up the middle, but not quite successful. 4th and 15. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away.
A great play there by Jaden White. They're going to punt this one back to the Aggies, and clear skies and 2-mile-per-hour winds. So nice day here in College Station. 48 degrees. This is football weather.
That it is. Bill Connor couldn't find any yards on the return. It's going to put A&M a little bit farther back than they'd like to be.
They're starting this drive here on the 24-yard line.
And with one on each side, faking the handoff and running upfield from there. Great pitch to the outside. It's going to give it off to Jackson Hare for 7 yards on the rush. 2nd and 3.
That's the speed demon, and I talked to Cade earlier. I asked his keys to victory, and he just put it lightly. Do not throw 5 interceptions. But he said win the turnover battle, be efficient in the red zone, establish the run game, and they're looking to do that here pretty early with that Jackson Hare run.
Faking the handoff, throw to the right side, goes to Red Hawk, 6-yard reception. That finds him a first down.
The generational talent, Red Hawk, and I think it is worth mentioning, yeah, the 5 interceptions. He did say that as a joke, but it is true. You got to stay safe with the ball. Malcolm Street's 5 interceptions last week against Penn State.
Streets fakes the handoff one more time. Big throw up the middle. It's complete. Oh, incomplete.
Big hit there. Knocks the ball free, and a great stop there by the Gators defense, bringing up 2nd and 10.
3 receivers on the left, and Malcolm's got one with him in the backfield, holding pocket. Quick throw up the middle, but his feet get swatted out from under him. Bradley Showers gets 8 yards on the reception, though.
And a dangerous return man, Bradley Showers, getting the catch there. And yeah, it looks like he got his legs caught from out under him and brings up a 3rd and 2 here for the Aggies.
Malcolm Street's a couple feet back and forced to throw to the outside. Yet again, the pressure in the pocket was too much for him to handle. A&M is going to have to punt this away.
Yeah, great pressure and great coverage is the Gators. Great stop, and they're going to get this one back.
Punt goes out. Caught at the 15. Running upfield from there. Looks to truck through one, but gets taken down by another. Tyrone White, 15 yards.
Gators, they're going to have solid field position to start this drive. And Adam, talking about his defense, he said, no blown assignments on the defense. To win this game, they need to be almost perfect and hope the sim gods smile down on them.
One receiver on each side. There, Michael stepping way back. Feels comfortable in the pocket. He's got all day back there. A good spiral up the middle goes to Christopher Fraley. That's 23 yards on the reception.
And that's a great play from the play action. We're going to get another look at this one. Perfect blocking and just throws that one at the right time for a nice throw, nice gain, and a good catch there by Fraley.
First down for the Gators. Halfway down the field. And another half to go before they get into the end zone. Quick snap to Bear Michaels. Pressure in the pocket. Forces a throw up left side. That one goes to Colin Fletcher yet again, who's been pretty active tonight so far.
And a solid way to start this drive. Colin Fletcher with his third catch of the night.
4 out of 6 passes successful for Bear Michaels. This time he's going for a handoff, but Keith Smith gets put down quick.
And what a hit there by Noah Radloff. Let's watch this one more time. Bang.
Ooh.
Beats Keith Smith right there on the outside. Brings up 3rd and 8. The Gators 0 for 1 to start this game.
2 on the left side. Play action moves one over. Bear Michaels comfortable in the pocket. He needs to throw it quick, though. Good throw, but not many yards found afterwards. Colin Fletcher gets another reception, but no yards found afterwards. That's a 4th and out.
And a great play there by Red Hawk is he's just going to find Fletcher right there and lay the truck stick. Bam. This Aggies defense are going for heads right now.
Those Texas boys do not play around. As the punt is about to happen from the Gators as they give up possession of the ball. Hand it off to A&M. Lining up at the 20-yard line, right in the middle of the field. Malcolm Streets and the gang look to start things off. Fakes the handoff one more time. Streets finds a big throw up the right side. It's complete to Bradley Showers, who's able to find a first down.
Separation there by Showers, and over on Twitch, we have a 31-yard touchdown pass to Malik Benton as Colorado is going to go up 7-0 on North Carolina with 6:13 left in the first quarter.
Fakes the handoff one more time. Quick throw up the middle. And he's fighting for some yards afterwards. It's Blue Hayes for 12-yard reception.
Yeah, that's the big tight end right there. His first catch of the night, and a great way to get this drive going for the Aggies.
Goodness, he is a big body. I thought he was one of the O-linemen for a minute. Lining back up, 3 receivers on the left side, 2 on the right. Malcolm's all alone by himself back there. A lot of pressure going towards the pocket. He's able to find a quick throw off to Brennan Walsh for 4 yards.
And a quick dump off, a good play there, 4 yards every play. You'll never lose the game. Rome wasn't built in a day. We like to say that one a lot here.
We do. That we do. Rome was not built in a day. And there's an empire to be built for A&M. Both teams want to start off this week 2-0. Brandon Walsh with a 7-yard reception.
And keep the drive alive, move the chains. Nice catch there by Walsh.
Can imagine the pressure that Malcolm Streets is feeling, realizing, this is how we continue our momentum, right? After a successful week 1, we have to keep that going. Pressure in the pocket forces a throw. It's complete. Able to find a first down and a bit of change on top of that. Anthony Weston with 16.
Yeah, great pitch and catch, and that's Cade's favorite route right there. He loves that, the slant route. Let's get another look at this one. Beats the press, cuts inside, and a great catch and a nice gain there.
I can see why it's his favorite. Very successful. Lining up at the 29, more than halfway down the field. Not too many yards to find afterwards before they get into goal line territory. Malcolm Street's in the pocket, and he's got a good amount of pressure, but he finds another quick throw up the middle. That's Spencer Beatty, 19 yards on the reception. A&M are marching down the field with a good amount of speed.
And he had a big game last week. 4 catches, 120 yards, and a touchdown against the Nittany Lions in week 1, and that is a good way to get started here.
And the Nittany Lions are no pushover, man. We just watched them a little bit earlier today, and they definitely are a strong team. They came out on top just a couple hours ago. Brennan Walsh gets his feet into the end zone after a good throw from Streets. That's a touchdown for A&M.
And this is a great play by Walsh, another inside route. And yeah, like you mentioned, Penn State, they are a really good team. I wouldn't be surprised to see them, at the top racing for a championship. Along with this A&M team, they might be finding their way, back to a rematch with the Nittany Lions in the playoffs. But a great start to this game for Malcolm Streets and Brennan Walsh and this A&M offense getting on the board first.
7 points up. That's a great way to start this game. Florida Gators about to get their hands back on the ball. They just got it. Return starts here and gets put down at about the 30 or so. It's a 26-yard return.
And over on Twitch, we have a 9-yard touchdown pass to Kellen Taylor as Colorado now leading 17-0 on North Carolina with 4:38 left in the first.
And the Aggies now on defense. The Gators here on offense. Looking for a throw up left side. Bear Michaels forced to throw it out of bounds.
Yeah, I'd love to see another down. No need to force anything downfield. Still have 2 more downs to get those 10 yards.
Plenty of time to play with the ball. Handing it off this time, going to Keith Smith for a 9-yard rush. 3rd and 1 is where they are.
And I mentioned Barry Michaels is the bowling ball, but Keith Smith, he's the one bouncing off the gutters there, and a nice 9-yard pickup.
It's a very nice analogy with the Gutters there. There's one on each side. Lining up at the 39-yard line. Just shy of a first down. A quick throw will make it successful. Colby Coffey with 6 yards on the reception.
That moved the chains. That's Colby Coffey's first catch of the night, and this is the identity that Florida wants to build for themselves. Short, quick throws, just move the chains and wearing down this A&M defense early on.
Not that bad of a running game either. Bear Michaels holding onto the ball. He's forced to throw it down. It goes complete. Stepping back is Christopher Fraley with 6 yards on the reception. 2nd and 4.
That's his second catch of the night, and a big one there. Michaels 7 for 10 to start this game.
Gators have officially passed the halfway point down the field. Now they got less than another half to go to get into the end zone. Handoff goes to Keith Smith yet again, who's able to fight his way through the line of scrimmage, find that first down, and then fight for some more.
And what a play that was. If he would have stayed up on his feet, Lord knows where that one would have went. He got through that gap, but was tripped up towards the end there.
2 receivers on the right, and the Gators' drive is looking quite nice. They've got a couple first downs under their belt. You just got to do it a little bit more. Very good throw from Bear Michaels. It goes to Mario Taylor, who steps right out of bounds afterwards. 18 yards on the reception. That's a good place to be.
Yeah, that's a great play there by the freshman who had a solid game last week. 2 catches for 40 yards and a touchdown. He's already got his first catch for 18, and now just outside of the red zone for the Gators.
First down at the 21-yard line, right hash mark, with a receiver on each side, moving the tight end over. Let's see what Bear's going to go for. He hands this one off. That's got to be Keith Smith on the run. 8 yards on the rush, just shy of another first down.
Got a great run there. You can see they're kind of wearing down this Aggies defense with these runs, just getting better every time.
Getting better and better every time. Things are looking good for the Florida Gators. Play action moves another one over. Bear Michaels close to the line of scrimmage, taking a couple steps back, able to find a good throw. And right before he gets into the end zone, Johnny Scott's put down. We're 1st and goal for the Gators.
And a great play there by Johnny Scott. Tackled just short of the end zone, about a half a yard short. Let's see if they can punch this one in.
Punch this one in. First and goal. You've got 3 plays to do it. The first one not so successful. Bear Michaels throws it out of bounds.
You still essentially have 3 downs to get a half a yard. So I'd like to see them hand this one off to Keith Smith.
An easy handoff to Keith Smith back there. Bear Michaels is going for a pass instead and fighting his way into the end zone. Keith Smith's able to push the defender in and saying, "This is my house." The Gators just got their first touchdown.
And that was a great play. I thought they were going to hand it off, but they threw it on a swing route out left, one-on-one with the defender, and all he had to do was push his way in there, and he fought for every single yard, or half yard, if you will. And now they're on the board, tying it up at 7 with a minute and 42 left to go here in this first quarter.
And it seems like a lot of the odds were in favor of A&M, but so far here in the first quarter, looks like a close game. It looks like they're definitely getting their money's worth. Jackson Hare with a 23-yard reception.
And this Gators team, they had a lot of roster turnover, and they look a lot different than they did last season. They put up a really great season 24, but season 25 was very questionable, and they're starting off hot.
Starting off hot indeed. Red Hawk with a 6-yard reception, not just a first down, but it's definitely good. A couple of those will get the chains moving.
Yeah, Streets 10 for 12 with 99 yards and a touchdown. Definitely a great way to start the day.
Successful in not just the passes, but the playmaking itself. A quick throw up the middle off the slant route. Spencer Beatty gets 20 yards on the reception.
That's his second catch of the night. Nice tight window throw there by Streets. We get another look at this one. In breaking route. Actually, there's a lot of separation there and just able to make a nice gain after the catch.
First down, lining up at the 48-yard line, almost halfway down the field. And Malcolm Streets hands it off. Going to go upfield for 7. Jackson Hare finds a hole on the left side, just shy of a first down.
He's averaging 7 yards per carry, only on 2 carries so far, but I mean, he's got enough speed to break through those gaps untouched.
Yeah, even just a small hole will let Jackson Hare make his way in. Quick throw up the middle. Brandon Walsh gets shoved down after getting his hands on the ball. 3rd and 1.
They're bringing up a short 3rd down for the Aggies. I believe they're perfect on 3rd down so far. Or actually, they're 0 for 1.
The opposite of perfect, but hopefully they can correct their mistakes after a fake handoff goes to Jackson Hare. Malcolm Streets hangs onto it and runs up the right side, finds 7 yards on the rush. That's exactly what the Aggies needed.
Yep, correcting their mistake on 3rd down and now extending this drive at the 37-yard line.
3 receivers on the right, and the Streets are looking for him. Malcolm Streets incomplete with the pass, though, forced to throw it out of bounds.
A lot of pressure there from, I believe it was a corner that came in there. Damon Riggs, free safety on the blitz, forcing the throwaway.
Street stepping back in the pocket. Bit of pressure forces a quick throw, and it's complete going to Spencer Beatty, who steps out of bounds after getting his hands on the ball. 3rd and 4.
Yeah, beautiful floater ball, and luckily they were able to push him out of bounds, or else that one might have went to the house.
1 for 2 on the 3rd down conversion, but that's okay. We're going into the second quarter. We're wrapping up the first. 7-7 is where we sit. Gators and the Aggies are tied up quick. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back in just a moment. And lining up here at the 32-yard line, the left hash mark. A&M looking to shove it downfield for just a couple more yards to get into the end zone. But before Streets can get the ball out, he's sacked in the backfield.
The walk-on coming up big to bring up 4th and 11, and that might be what the Gators needed to force a punt. Yeah, the Gators are going to get the ball back here. And over on Twitch, of a 15-yard touchdown pass to King Love. North Carolina now trails 17-7 with 59 seconds left in the first quarter.
Punt goes a bit too wide as the Gators get their hands back on the ball. They have a lot of space to cover, but at least the Aggies weren't able to score. You got to think optimistically in a situation like this. We're starting off the second quarter, the Gators' first drive right over here. Throw out to the right side. Bear Michaels goes incomplete.
You absolutely got to take your wins where you can get them, and they got enough breathing room to make something work here on second down.
Stepping back in the pocket yet again, Bear Michaels is swarmed with red. Bear Michaels gets sacked. 7 yards lost. 3rd and 17 is where the Gators sit.
A ton of maroon jerseys there, met by McGregor, Xander Martell, and finally brought down by Britt Brownstone, bringing up 3rd and 17 for the Gators. They're 1 for 3 on third down, and it's 3rd and forever.
3rd and forever, but never say never. If you're a Justin Bieber fan, that is a quick, oh my God. Kobe Coffey gets his hands on the ball. 11-yard reception, but couldn't find the first down. 4th and 6 means that Bear Michaels is going to punt this one away and then hope that the Aggies can't get into the end zone. Let's see how much space he can create. That anchor of a leg creates a good amount of space, but looks like that's going to be Bill Connor on the 13-yard return, but he's more than halfway down the field.
Yeah, you know, Morty, I am a Justin Bieber fan, and they are starting in plus territory here. So a great starting position for the Aggies.
Malcolm Street steps back into the pocket. Up on the right side is Red Hawk. 7-yard reception, 2nd and 3.
That's the 3rd catch for the generational talent. He plays both ways, mainly tight end, but you can see him slotted in there at linebacker as well.
One receiver on each side. Malcolm Streets is right next to the line of scrimmage. He steps back right after. He's looking for a throw. Up left side is 82. That's Parker Bever with 9 yards on the reception.
Just a great play there. See if we get another look at this one, or we won't, but still, nonetheless, a great play. Streets 15 for 18 to start this game.
Yeah, he's got phenomenal playmaking and a good arm on him as well. It's not just about the cannon itself, but when you decide to use it, and he's been good with it so far. Another successful throw to Tank Spikes, but doesn't get too far as they line up on the right hash mark of the 23-yard line. 2nd and 8 is where the Aggies stand. They're looking to continue this drive as they're very close to the goal line. Malcolm Streets is going to hold on to it, and he runs up the right side for a first down.
And like you mentioned, he's a playmaker, whether it's with his arms or with his legs. He can make it work, and just a beautiful run there extends this drive.
And the Gators are starting to sweat just a tad bit. Malcolm holds on to the ball yet again. 8 yards on the rush. 2nd and 2. We're getting close to goal line.
He's got 19 yards on the ground here tonight, bringing up 2nd and 2 here.
2nd and 2, lining up quick. This could be A&M's chance to score yet again. A floater of a ball, but incomplete though.
Yeah, off the back foot, brings up 3rd and 2. Texas A&M 1 for 3 on third down.
2 receivers on the left, 3rd and 2. Malcolm Street's going to hold on to it, but the defense for the Gators read it like a book. Lost 1 yard. It looks like A&M's going to be going for a field goal.
Cutter Cash with the tackle for loss. He found himself on the Players of the Week ballot this past week with a great performance, and this is a great way to start for Cutter Cash as Texas A&M takes a 10-7 lead off the foot of Brady Hansen.
Yeah, I'll take 3 over none any day of the week. A&M might not have gotten 6 or 7 up there, but you know what? I'm fine with 3 if I'm an Aggies fan. 10 points on the board now as the Gators finally get their hands back on the board, and running up for a good amount of yards there. Tyrone White steps up the left side. He gets taken down more than halfway down the field.
And that is a great return there by Tyrone White. We're going to completely forget the fact that you tried to slip in a 6-7 joke.
The audience heard it. Keith Smith lost 4 yards on the rush, 2nd and 14.
Bill Connor with his first tackle for loss on the night. Gets off the block there and he basically just shoved right into Keith Smith, able to make the tackle there.
And 2 receivers up on the left. Oh my God. Oh my God. Interception, but he trips on a blade of grass. That's A-okay. Aggies have possession.
Back-to-back plays from Bill Connor. He gets the tackle for loss, and Xander Martell, I think he just bumped into him, knocked off the momentum, but still nonetheless an interception into plus territory for the Aggies.
Someone charged that man with possession. That's a misdemeanor. Okay, he can still play. Malcolm Streets in the pocket, forces a throw up left side, Tank spikes, 4-yard reception.
And a good way to start off this drive, and this Aggies defense has done great. We're about halfway through the second quarter, only allowing 7 points to this Gators offense so far.
And Malcolm in the pocket yet again, finds a quick throw up the middle and barely able to find a first down. Aggies are getting a lot done here.
Yeah, Streets 18 for 22 with 156 yards and a touchdown, just shy of the red zone here.
Malcolm Streets in the pocket, forced to throw it away quick. Incomplete though.
A dangerous throw is over on Twitch. We have a 20-yard touchdown pass to Pooh Sparrow. As Colorado extends their lead to 24-7. 6:55 left in the first half.
Malcolm Streets is going to hold on to it, but the Gators are aware. 7-yard rush, just shy of a first down, 3rd and 3.
A great run there by Streets. He's going to shake one guy off and get a nice 7-yard gain, bringing up 3rd and 3.
Worst comes to worst, they're in field goal territory, but Malcolm Streets isn't going to settle for mediocrity. Jackson Hare gets his hands on the ball for a first down, 6-yard reception.
And that was a good catch there, but the more impressive part was that the 5'8", 175-pound running back was able to hold on after such a huge hit there from Cutter Cash.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. Big throw up the middle. Brennan Walsh with 4 yards on the reception, 2nd and 6.
And a good catch there by Walsh as they're inching closer to the end zone.
On to the 9-yard line, and they can still get a first down before they're called goal line. Malcolm Streets stepping back in the pocket. He's forced to throw it away fast, and it's incomplete yet again, 3rd and 6.
A great defense there by the Gators, bringing up 3rd and 6, a crucial 3rd and 6. Texas A&M 2 for 5, just 40% on 3rd down tonight.
It looks a little light up the left side. I say we swing it out left. Malcolm Streets is going to go for a pass instead. A big throw up left goes to Red Hawk, but no yards found. Looks like it's field goal.
And they did exactly what you asked there, swing it out left to Red Hawk, but Kai Jordan was just ready for it.
Let's see how this kick goes. Complete. A&M just put another 3 up on the board. 7-13 is the score as we're getting closer and closer to halftime. Aggies have taken up a lot of time with possession of the ball, but Gators about to try and even it out. Let's see how it goes on the return. Swarmed by a sea of maroon. Bryson Richards with 26 yards on the return.
And here comes that Florida Gators offense. And this defense that we were talking about from the Aggies, 2 sacks, an interception. They've just been playing lights out so far in this first half.
First down for the Florida Gators, lining up at the 28-yard line, right hash mark. Almost stepped off sides there. That was a close call. Oh, Keith Smith is taken down quick. That's 11 on the tackle.
Jurgen McGregor there, his first tackle, and that is a tackle for loss on the big running back Keith Smith, bringing up 2nd and 13 for the Gators.
Huge hit from Jurgen. 2nd and 13. Bear Michael steps back in the pocket, but the D-line's putting too much pressure on him. Good Lord, sacked for 7. The Aggies D-line is putting so much pressure outside.
And there it is once again. He shakes off one, but McGregor there once again to bring him down, this time for a 7-yard sack.
One more play to make this happen. 3rd and 20. 3rd and forever, as we like to say here. Bear Michaels way in the back of the field looking for a Hail Mary of a throw, but he's forced to throw it away. Oh my God, another interception from the Aggies, and running upfield from there, gets past the 20, taken down just shy of the 10, another turnover. That's Anukar Reed with an interception.
a great play. I like what Bear Michaels is trying to do, give his receiver a chance, but you've got to be more comfortable than that. Off the back foot, an underthrown, and Reed is just going to pick that one off every single time. The sophomore from San Antonio, Texas, coming up with a huge interception, and now, I believe, back into the red zone once again for the Aggies.
Wow. Just wow. Aggies back in control. Malcolm finds a throw up left side. Spencer Beatty shucks off 6 yards on the reception. We're about to be in, oh my goodness, I cannot believe this, Val.
Cannot believe it at all.
2 up left and 1 on right. Malcolm's got options. Let's see what he goes with. Quick throw up left side and able to find a couple yards off top of that. Spencer Beatty finds 3.
His 5th catch of the night, and just enough there for that Gators defense to force him out of bounds. Nothing more. The Aggies 2 for 6 on 3rd down. Let's see if they can find their way into the end zone.
And even if it's a sack, I mean, they're in field goal territory. Yet again, the kickers prove reliable, but Malcolm isn't going to settle for it. He's holding on to the ball. He's got all day in the pocket. He finds Spencer Beatty running the slant route. 3-yard touchdown for the Aggies.
And there it is, fighting their way back into the end zone there. Beatty with a nice catch to put the Aggies up 2 possessions. Speaking of touchdowns, over on Twitch, we have a 2-yard touchdown run by Jaquez Stanley as UNC cut into the Colorado lead 24-14 now with 4:04 left in the half.
And right before halftime rolls around, the Gators are back in control of the ball with 2 minutes left on the clock. Fantastic return so far. He gets past the 50, almost to the 40. Tyrone White with a 57-yard return. Things look good for the Gators on this drive.
And that's the 2nd time that they got up past midfield. Let's see what they can do with this, starting here at the 42-yard line.
Hopes are high for the Gators. They've got a lot of points to make up for, but they've got the means to do it. 1 yard on the rush for Keith Smith.
And a great swarm there by the Maroon. The Texas A&M defense able to stop Smith after only 1 yard gain.
A lot of bodies on the line of scrimmage. Bear Michaels swings the ball out to the left and shoving down one. Keith Smith gets hit in the back, taken down by another.
And Red Hawk with his first tackle for loss of the night there. Brings up 3rd and 9 for the Gators. They are 1 for 5 on 3rd down so far.
2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Bear Michaels stepping way back, forced to throw it away. The D-line from the Aggies is not going to let Bear Michaels breathe for a moment. Lost 2 yards on the reception. Keith Smith can't keep his feet under him.
And you see them standing right behind Keith Smith there. This defense trying to put fear into the Gators, and honestly, it looks like it's working here so far. This Aggies defense is one to talk about, man. Already 2 interceptions, 3 sacks, I believe. This defense, we're not even finished with the first half, and they're already putting up some legendary numbers.
And that one's going to be out of bounds. Take a look at what's been going on here. Negative on yards in the 2nd quarter. The Florida Gators have not been able to breathe under the pressure that the Aggies defense has been putting on them. But Malcolm Streets and the gang are lined back up on the ball. 3 receivers on the right. This could be a Hail Mary situation if they want to score one more time before halftime rolls around. Pass is complete. Goes to Jackson Hare for 4 yards.
Just under 90 seconds left to go, and a bit of a long field and a couple of timeouts. It looks like they're going to try and score before half.
A big throw up right. Oh, no, that was so close for an interception, but couldn't keep his hands on the ball.
And that one almost got taken back to the house by Tayshawn Downs. That would have been the momentum shift that the Gators needed.
That's exactly what the Gators needed right there, but didn't work out so well. Way downfield, fantastic spiral from Malcolm Streets. Goes to Anthony Weston, 50 yards on the return, 53.
And what a throw by Streets. And this is what I like about Streets. You make a bad play, a bad read, but after that, you just go straight to shaking it off and just throwing an absolute laser down the field to Weston for a huge gain now in scoring position once again.
Beautiful Beautiful play from Malcolm Streets, who's got a little more time to make a play. 1 minute left on the clock, and on the slant route, there is Spencer Beatty yet again. 16 yards of the reception. We're first and goal.
Over on Twitter, a 16-yard touchdown run by LC Fremont. Colorado Buffaloes now lead 31-14 with 1:57 left in the half.
And stepping way back in the pocket, throwing it up left side. It's intercepted. It's intercepted. Gators just got their hands on the ball.
What a play by Kai Jordan. He's going to dive for that one. Let's look at this one more time. There we go. Diving for the ball, undercutting the route. But now they have to go 97 yards down the field if they want a touchdown before halftime.
Hey, at least they got the... Oh my God, Keith Smith just got lit up.
Absolutely lit up there out after a 1 yard gain. They're not using their timeouts. It looks like that they might be ready to run this one into the half.
37 seconds left and the clock is going. Gators have one or two more plays in them before halftime rolls around. That's got to be a false start.
And this one's going to be backed up.
Okay. that's unfortunate there. 2nd and 11. As Bear Michaels hands this one off, running up middle. That's Keith Smith on the run yet again, but able to keep his hands on the ball as a sea of red surrounds him.
And that should be the last play of the half, and it is.
At least they kept the Aggies from scoring one more time, but it doesn't put them back in the lead. 7 points on the board for the Florida Gators, and the A&M Aggies have 20. It's been a crazy game so far, and we're just halfway through here, Val.
Yeah, absolutely. This has just been an all-out defensive performance here from the Aggies, and we're going to get a chance to see some of the highlights and see this nice play by Walsh. And this first quarter started off back and forth. We started off 7-7 at the end of the first quarter, but then this pick right here from Bill Connor just leads to another, scoring drive and another one there. Just this defense for the Aggies has been the reason that they're winning this game. Every time they get the ball back there in plus territory, this defense has set them up exactly where they wanted to be. Now, if you're the Gators, you need to capitalize off of those turnovers that you're getting. That one at the end, obviously you can't do much with it, but you still got to try and find a way. In terms of time of possession, the Aggies aren't up by much with that, only by about 1.5 minutes. But in just about every other metric, they're dominating this game right now. But
dominating.
If you're the Gators, you got to realize this could be a lot worse than what it is.
It could be. Honestly, it could be. And based on what people were talking about, Lee Chad has been talking about how this may or may not be a steamroll. The odds definitely favor the Aggies, but Florida Gators are putting up a hell of a fight. And we're barely halfway through the game. There's a lot that could happen in such a short amount of time. Let's see exactly what's going to happen. The ball is going to go to the Aggies, which is the worst thing that the Gators could hope for here. They're already in the lead, and now they get possession. That's bad news for the Gators, but one more interception like what we just saw from Kai will definitely put them in a good spot. Jackson Hare has a 38-yard return, though.
17-yard touchdown pass to Frankie Frederick for UNC. They now trail 31-21 with 56 seconds left in the half.
First down at the 38-yard line or left hash mark. A big throw up the right side from Malcolm Streets. A big throw to Red Hawk. 38 yards on the reception.
There he is again, his 5th catch, 57 yards on the night. And when in doubt, throw that corner route. He's just wide open. He's going to make a play down the field. This is a great way to start off this offensive drive for the Aggies. Dare I say, best drive of the night that didn't start in plus territory?
I definitely will take that. That is a humongous play. Malcolm going for another, but the pass is incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Off the hands there, and you heard footsteps there from Aaron Grant. He was going to lay the smack down, but he did not want no part of that.
Lining up towards the right hash mark of the 22. Malcolm Street stepping back in the pocket, finds an open target. Target acquired. Brendan Walsh picks up 2 yards on the reception. 3rd and 8.
A short 2-yard reception there keeps this drive moving. 3rd and 8. The Aggies 4 for 8 on third down, just 50%.
Two receivers on each side. Stepping way back is Malcolm Streets, able to find a target, but not many yards found afterwards. They're actually 4th and 12. Is this field goal territory?
I believe it is. They're just inside of field goal range, bringing up 4th and 12. So it looks like they're going to put another 3 points on the board here. And again, these opportunities keep coming for Florida. You keep getting these good stops, but now you just got to put some points on the board of your own.
Right. I mean, if they could match these 3s with 7s of their own, then yeah, I mean, perfect. I like that idea, but it's just the offense not coming in clutch. The Gators are doing their best to shut out at least touchdowns, right? Because that's what their 4th field goal of the game.
And Hansen just able to get that one in there. And yeah, the math does math. If we have enough time, eventually you get enough 7s up while they're putting the 3s up, then eventually you'll find your way back into the lead.
That was a head-on collision. It looks like Tyrone White just got sideswiped. Ooh.
Yeah, look at this. The Aggies only 100 yards on the night that they've let up.
Talk about a hell of a defense as they just now hit the field along with Bear Michaels and the rest of the Florida Gators offense. On the right hash mark of the 25. Big throw up the left. Able to find a couple yards on top of it. Colin Fletcher with a 6-yard reception.
And just a short throw there to Colin Fletcher as he finds his way up for a nice gain of 6. You know what? You have enough time. You can continue this slow, methodical game.
Right. They've got time to play with. Wait out the clock. You've got time. You don't need to be too crazy. Colin Fletcher with another catch. Loses a yard, though. 3rd and 5.
A great play there by Red Hawk. He's playing both ways, and he's playing really freaking good both ways. 5 tackles, 2 for loss, 5 catches, 57 yards. I mean, come on.
The D-line lines back up on the ball, not wanting to let Bear Michaels breathe for another moment as they all rush forward, but the O-line does their job. Bear Michaels still feels pressured, though, throws the ball out of bounds, and now they're going to have to punt it away. A great 4th and out from the Aggies defense.
And he had him open there underneath. He just sailed that one a bit too far, and now they're going to give the ball back to the Aggies, and I believe this is going to be another good starting field position point as we get down to the 47.
On the left hash mark as well, they'll be starting the ball. That's huge. A&M have come alive in the 2nd quarter, and now that we're in the 3rd, I mean, they're keeping that momentum going. It's been looking really solid for them. Malcolm Streets awaiting the snap, and now hanging out in the pocket, forced to throw it way downfield. Holy shoot, that is a crazy, oh my God. Spencer Beatty with 52 yards on the reception. One play is all you need.
Yeah, and he just shot out of a cannon there. Let's get one more look at this one. Streets just comfortable as always, launches that ball, and there's not a DB within 5 or 6 yards of him. Great play there by Spencer Beatty, extending this lead for the Aggies.
Not even a moment to let sweat drop off his forehead. Malcolm Streets just threw a crazy pass, and the kick is successful right after. 30 points on the board for the Aggies. And now the return for the Florida Gators. Running up left side. They've been good on the returns, but it's about the follow-up that really matters. They need to break through this Aggies defense. How do you think they do it, Val?
To be hard. They got to open up that playbook a lot more. They got to look downfield. You got to get rid of some of these short throws. I'm not saying completely get rid of them, but you got to be ready to, fire that one downfield.
And a quick throw up the right side. Colin Fletcher has been Bear Michaels' go-to guy for tonight. 5 yards found on the reception.
Yeah, that's the 7th catch of the night. Bear Michaels 14 completions. So yeah, about 50% of Bear Michaels' production has went to Colin Fletcher.
2nd and 5. Bear Michaels hands it off, but the D-line reads it. Oh my God, been picking it up right after. Dropped the ball for just a moment. Bear Michaels picked it up right after, finds 2 yards on the rush, but the D-line is just putting so much pressure out. Oh my God.
Yeah, and that's a great play there by McGregor, and bringing up 3rd and 4, and that was still a positive play for the Gators if you really look at it.
Yeah, technically so. I mean, it was a nerve-wracking moment for a second, but I mean, the results are on screen. It did work out good for them, but letting fumbles like that happen can't be a consistent figure. And handing off the ball yet again goes to Keith Smith, who's just shy of a first down, 4th and inches. Let's see what they do with this. They're going to punt it away.
Yeah, I'm not really sure I agree with that play call. I mean, Keith Smith has been pretty good, but I'm never a big fan of handing the ball off on 3rd down, especially something longer than 3 yards. A solid return here from Bill Connor.
Bill Connor picks up a couple yards on the return, and A&M still have a decent amount of field to go through. But you know what? They're up so far. I mean, I can't even imagine that Malcolm feels any type of pressure. He feels comfortable.
I mean, yeah, this has been absolutely a clean game from him, and the defense has been helping him out so much. But when he's on the field, he's making a lot of the right reads. He only has 1 pick this game, which is a huge step up from last week. So, yeah, I mean, he's just been playing, pretty clean football so far.
That's Malcolm Streets in the pocket. Feels the pressure. Oh, throws it up left side. Bryson Richards swats it down, though.
And over on Twitch, we have a 14-yard touchdown pass to Pooh Sparrow. That's his 2nd of the night. Colorado now up 38-21 with 6:52 left in the 3rd.
Handoff from Malcolm. Oh, hit stick. Hey.
Beautiful hit there. And the Aggies 4 for 9 on 3rd down, and they have a 3rd and 10 here.
Just letting the clock run through. 3 receivers on the right side. Malcolm Streets deep back in the pocket. Throws it away. Barely complete and just got his feet onto the ground before stepping out of bounds. It's Bradley Showers with a reception.
They move the chains, keep the drive alive, and that's just a beautiful play. They're not trying to take their foot off the gas.
2 receivers on the left. Malcolm Streets looking for a pass. Beautiful slant route there. Able to run upfield and find a couple yards after. Spencer Beatty has been on fire. Somebody from the Gators needs an extinguisher.
Yeah, absolutely. 9 catches, 146 yards, 2 touchdowns. What a game it's been for Spencer Beatty, and another slant route. I know Giggle Slant's in the chat somewhere. Smiling at that one.
I would be too. Middle of the field, the 42-yard line. Another great throw up middle. The slant route is unbeatable. Bradley Showers picks up 12.
Absolutely, and I love the spread that Streets has. He's been getting it to just about every playmaker on this offense.
And there's a lot of playmakers there. I mean, the offense for the Aggies is very versatile. This time we're handing it off, though, running up the right side, able to find a hole and find a couple yards after. Jackson Hare on the rush.
And just 3 yards there. That's only his 3rd carry of the game. So, I mean, you could tell, what they've been looking for this game. They're heavy pass, and they're beating up on that Gators defense with their passing game.
Handoff goes to the left side, and running up left, Jackson Hare finds 5 yards.
And I would expect to see a lot more of Jackson Hare over the next 2 quarters, considering, the huge lead that the Aggies do have right now. They're 5 for 10 on 3rd down.
2 receivers on the right. Fakes the handoff to Jackson Hare. Throws it up middle on another slant route. Brendan Walsh with 15-yard reception. The Aggies are 1st and goal.
And they're just moving their way down the field however they want to. Beautiful play action. And another slant route. I mean, Cade, I know he's in the chat. He just said he was here. I gotta hear his thoughts on this. He's gotta be, laughing to the bank right now with all these slant routes.
He says, can't cover it, baby. And the results are on screen. 1st and goal as Malcolm Streets hangs out in the pocket. A quick throw up the middle goes incomplete, though.
And great job by the Gators defense, but even more impressive, Malcolm Streets hit the crossbar on that throw.
Yeah, that's all right. You don't hit them all. 1st and goal. 2nd and goal. Quick throw up middle. Brendan Walsh barely has his feet into the end zone. That's a touchdown for the Aggies.
And this is a nice tight window throw there. Beautiful, just great coverage though too. You got to give credit to the defender for that coverage, and just a great play by Walsh to come down with another touchdown. That's Street's 4th of the night. Speaking of touchdowns, over on Twitch we have a 17-yard touchdown pass to Jaquez Stanley. That's his 2nd overall touchdown of the night. UNC now trails 38-28 with 4:37 left in the third quarter.
And kneeling in the backfield, Florida Gators deciding to play it safe on the return as the offense for the Gators steps back on the field. We're 4 minutes left into the third quarter, and I don't know how much more can be said about this game and how dominant A&M has been on the defense, especially because Bear Michaels hasn't been able to breathe. Oh, he's able to breathe enough to get a huge pass up left side, and he's able to get into the end zone. Touchdown for the Gators.
And there it is. That's the strike you've been looking for. Just unload one deep, and that's Christopher Fraley coming down with the catch there. Breaks one tackle here. Just a lot of green grass ahead of him, all the way to Casa de la Gators for their first touchdown in the second half.
Casa de la Gators. The Florida Gators are feeling very happy about that one, but you've got a lot more points to make up for than that. It takes a little bit more of that to even get into breathing room of the Aggies. But you know what? I like the attitude. I like the never say die attitude that they have. But the ball going back towards the Aggies here on the return, able to make his way to the 28-yard line, Jackson Hare.
Had no breathing room, no time to celebrate, no time to sit down and relax. Streets in this offense find their way back out on the field pretty much almost immediately after scoring.
And here we are. The Gators are looking to take down the Aggies and everything that they've put up so far. Malcolm Streets finds a big throw up left side, goes to Brendan Walsh for 10, second and inches.
That's his 9th catch of the night, 60 yards, 2 touchdowns. And look at this, 37 for 49 Streets. Just all around efficient game here from the Aggies.
Malcolm Streets decides to hold on to it, fakes the handoff, only makes 1 yard on the rush though.
Able to reach across the line to gain for a first down. That's their 20th first down on the night for this Aggies offense.
First down for Malcolm Streets, who hands it off to Hare, but getting taken down in the backfield. That's -4 on the rush.
And that's Buck Wild, the generational talent, with his first tackle for loss of the night there on Jackson Hare.
Lining back up here. Second and 14 for the Aggies. Big throw up left side from Malcolm Streets. He had all day to breathe in the pocket. Found a good throw. Goes to Brendan Walsh for 5.
It's going to make this third down a lot more manageable, but still a long third down nonetheless. 3rd and 9. The Aggies 6 for 11 on third downs.
Stepping back, 3rd and 9. Malcolm Streets has a lot of pressure out. A beautiful throw up the right side, and nothing but a sea of green to follow. Spencer Beatty gets his feet into the end zone. Touchdown for the Aggies.
And that is the 5th touchdown of the night for Malcolm Streets. 43 points on the board for the Aggies, and that's exactly what you're looking for. That's the 3rd touchdown for Beatty, I believe. And I want to say he's over 200 yards now.
I wouldn't be shocked. And a beautiful kick up the middle, 44-14. A&M are up 30 again.
And this has just been a great game by the Aggies. They've, even when Florida's showed a bit of fight, they've been able to, push back and keep them away.
And running up the middle, Tyrone White, 28 yards on the return.
And the Gators, they're going to need to keep fighting. They need more plays like that they had last drive if they want to keep themselves in the game. And when it comes to those third downs on defense, they need to get those stops. They need to take away the deep shot.
Bear Michaels forced to throw it away quick. Up left side. Ooh, Colin Fletcher gets taken down fast.
And this is a great play. This is a little bit of a delay route here. And he just makes a nice catch for 9 yards. Red Hawk with his 6th tackle of the night.
And I can't imagine. I wonder how invested the Aggies are into this game right now, or if they're starting to think about next week. I mean, I don't want to say this is over. We still got a whole quarter and 2 minutes to blow through as Barry Michael steps back on the pocket, but he's taken down for 5, 3rd and 6.
With this 3rd tackle for loss, 1st sack of the night. And yeah, like you were talking about, I don't think they're looking towards next week just yet. Maybe one more score. At least let it roll into the 4th quarter before you start thinking about what happens next week. But I mean, Florida, we've seen stranger things. There's a whole quarter left.
Heath Smith with 2 yards on the rush, going to make it 4th and 4. Aggies with another shutout. And not all of us have seen stranger things, Val. I wouldn't spoil anything yet.
Yeah, I'm not spoiling anything. I'm going to keep that to myself. All I will say is go watch it whenever you get a chance.
Bill Connor with a 7-yard return. And apparently we got a sponsor from Netflix
No.
Receive Valente just pitching out some of his favorite shows here. I've got a show right in front of us I'd like to talk about here.
Yeah.
Any word from
on Netflix?
Yeah, Frosty's telling us in the chat here that I'm not gonna say that. That'd be a crazy quote to go around. Is lining back up on the ball, the Aggies are on the 39-yard line, the right hash mark. 3 receivers on the right, 2 on the left. Malcolm Streets has options, and he finds one quick. A beautiful slant route from Brennan Walsh will pick up 13. They could do this all day, dude. They just keep making these like crazy slant routes. First down, and then boom, touchdown.
Yeah, absolutely. And we talked a lot about Beatty, but Walsh is having a nice game of his own.
That he is. Malcolm Streets finds a big throw up right side yet again, but he's swarmed by a sea of Gators. That's what happens when you step into the swamp.
Yeah, you had to step back there on this one. Let's look at it one more time. Just throws, makes the catch, and good hit there, knocks him backwards, and just swarmed by a bunch of Gators like you mentioned. And yeah, Beatty, we saw it just a second ago. Beatty with 10 catches, over 200 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Walsh, he has 11 catches, 70-something yards, and 2 touchdowns of his own as well. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God. Spencer Beatty, another beautiful throw is going to put him into the end zone. 50 points on the board for A&M. Oh, my God.
Well, we were just talking about how Beatty had 3 touchdowns. That is now 11 catches, 258 yards, and 4 touchdowns. So don't be surprised. Heck, I might even stamp it right now. Spencer Beatty is going to be on that Player of the Week ballot at the end of the week. This Thursday night. I imagine he's going to find his way there with this performance. I mean, this is like prime Randy Moss. 11 catches, 4 touchdowns. What a game it's been for Beatty.
I can't imagine how much crazier this could get for the Gators, dude. The Aggies are putting on a clinic of football. Good Lord.
And they're
lining
up
back
37.
up on the 37-yard line, left hash mark, and Bear Michaels has a lot to fight for and not much time to do it as he throws it out of bounds.
I just live to see another down, and you have essentially 9 minutes and 44 seconds left in this game, but to make something happen.
2nd and 10, and stepping back is Bear Michaels. Big throw, a humongous throw with a sea of green to follow, put on the boosters, and he's able to get just shy of the end zone. 1st and goal for the Gators.
And he got hawked down there, but what a throw from Michaels. As he hits Colby Coffey, and he's brought down by Miles. And over on Twitch, we have a 58-yard touchdown pass to Brandon Richardson as the Tar Heels are still fighting, 41-35 now, with 8:52 left in the game.
1st and goal for the Florida Gators, who are looking to put more points on the board. He's sacked for 5 yards, though.
Yeah, Britt Brownstone, the 2nd sack of the night. Beautiful play, just pushing the lineman back into another lineman, bringing him down. It's a beautiful play, bringing up 2nd and goal from about the 6-yard line for the Gators.
Goodness. More than 10 yards needed to get into the end zone. Bear Michaels hands it off, but Keith Smith swatted down.
Dawson Downey with his first tackle for loss of the night there. And yeah, I mean, you gotta abandon this run game at this point. You gotta, throw a pass or two.
Yeah, with how successful the passing game has been, I think that's the solution for the Gators. But how much more can you do when one more quarter is all that's left? 14-51, and the Aggies are up for days. We'll be back in just a moment. Fourth quarter has arrived, and one more play for the Gators, and it's gonna be incomplete. I could have swore that was a touchdown.
It looked like his foot might have been in. I'm surprised we're not getting another look at that one, but they still have one more chance they're going for here.
They're gonna go for it. They're not gonna settle for a field goal. They want all 7. Let's see if they can do it. Hanging out in the pocket, looking for a target. Pressure in the pocket. He almost went out, but oh my goodness. Oh man.
And that one's dropped, and that's, I feel like this is the epitome of what we've seen from the Gators today. And I don't mean to sound, bad about it, but the Gators, they haven't came to play. They started off that first quarter hot. It was a tight first half, but the Aggies, they've just been putting it on, ever since.
Bradley Showers with a 60-yard reception. And even though that was a close to touchdown territory for the Gators, A&M still feel fine. They feel comfortable because they're up 51. They've got a lot of field to play with. I mean, they can just let the clock run out at this point. They can just keep running the ball, but Brendan Walsh is going to get another reception and find a first down.
That's his 12th catch of the night, and I think this might be a bit of an interesting stat to talk about. Malcolm Streets in just 2 games is already at 1,099 passing yards on the season.
Anthony Weston not able to find any yards, but like I said, just buying out time to let this game go through. Gators are down a couple touchdowns. What is this, like a 3-possession game? I don't know how A&M could even feel pressured at this point. Hanging out in the pocket is Streets. Oh my God, interception from the Gators. Never say die.
Ty Jordan again with his 2nd interception of the night. And there we go. Starting in plus territory here for the Gators. They're still down by a lot. You need a quick score and a couple more of those turnovers.
Wow. Just wow. The Gators are back. Offense on the field. Bear Michaels is here to live again. Colby Coffey picks up 3 yards on the reception.
And if you're the Gators, you got to go quick because this is like a 6-possession game. You got to move fast. You have 8 minutes. You got to get the ball 6 times.
Yeah, a possession for every minute that's not in the game. It's crazy. Christopher Farley just picked up 16, though. I mean, I don't want to say it's impossible, but man, the odds are just so slim. It seems unreal that this could happen, but the Gators have something else to say about that. A beautiful catch there.
And at the very worst, you're building momentum towards next week, right?
Right. You could say that you had some issues in the beginning. You came alive at the end. You just need to keep that momentum going forward. I think right now what the Gators are going for, they're looking to just learn at this point. This is just one big learning experience for the Gators in fighting for pressure in the middle. Keith Smith fights his way for 4, 2nd and 6.
And if John Cena's ever taught me anything, it's you never give up, right? So, I mean, they're showing that they're not giving up, right? They're putting their all into this final 6 minutes.
Yeah, pretty much. And good throw up left side. Goes incomplete, though. Bear Michaels doesn't work out.
I mean, even John Cena gave up, right?
Is that what retirement is? Is that just giving up?
I mean, he tapped out. He smiled, tapped out, and then retired. I think that might be it. I don't know.
But not retiring today is Keith Smith with 1 yard on the rush, 4th and 4 for the Gators. Do we just go for field goal, call it a day? We go for it, maybe?
Might as well go for it. I mean,
what do you got to lose? A game?
Right.
Big throw up right side and shoving his way downfield. Colin Fletcher not able to make it happen, though. At least the Aggies have a lot of field to go through.
Yeah, that's definitely one thing that came about of this. Huge hit there at the end. And now the Aggies have to go about 91 yards if they want to score another touchdown. For God's sake, if that ball ends up in Spencer Beatty's hands again.
Let's see. On the catch, swatting one down, Bradley Showers. It's not Beatty, it's Bradley this time. 9 yards found.
And I like how they're still continuing to pass the ball, but like I was mentioning earlier, Streets already 1,100 yards on the season, 10 touchdowns, 7 interceptions through the air. I mean, if that's not the definition of a gunslinger, I don't know what is.
That's a really good point. That's a very good point. I think a gunslinger is the best thing to call Malcolm Streets. Handoff to Jackson Hare. He's able to find his way up middle, but tripped up by one of the defenders or maybe a blade of grass again.
Yeah, we have a lot of things in the Big 12, right? But one thing that we didn't expect is Malcolm Streets and Spunky Tolbert battling for the most interceptions towards the end of this season.
That wasn't on my 2026 bucket list. I can assure you that. Is Brandon Walsh is able to pick up a couple yards there too. 2nd and 9.
Yeah, I could just imagine it now. Texas versus Texas A&M in the national championship. Spunky Tolbert and Streets both with 25 interceptions. Who's going to win the title?
The turnover game.
Who's going to win the turnover game? Who's going to win the national championship?
The turnover bowl is between Texas A&M. That'd be a funny game. I think we should just do that for the hell of it eventually. I mean, I feel like both teams would be down for it, right?
I don't know. We got AD Cade in the chat.
It is true. Very good point. Let's see what Cade says about it. Jackson Hare picks up 3 yards on the reception, 4th and 9.
I would have to imagine they're going to punt this one back to the Gators. There's no way that they try and go for it. You're up 37 points. You got 5 minutes left. Let your defense play a little bit more.
Nah, I say they run it. No, I'm just kidding. They're not going to run it. They're going to punt it. You're absolutely right. Ball snapped. Try to drain out the clock there a little bit to not let the Gators have too much opportunity. Can't let them have too much fun. You want to let them play for a little bit, but not too much fun.
That was the perfect time for Bernie to pop up in chat. Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, the 2 top guys in leading in interceptions right now, I believe, is Streets and Tolbert and somebody else. All I know is that both of them are in the top 3. So, I mean, we could see a national championship with 2 guys leading the interceptions thrown.
Interception bowl. Oh my God, that's pretty good. The interception bowl. Michael stepping back towards the left hash mark. He's got a cannon on him, man. I mean, he's got the arms. It's just about, the playmaking capability and the O-line letting him do his job.
Absolutely, he definitely has the talent, and no one will dispute that.
2nd and 10. Big throw up the left side, goes incomplete yet again. 3rd and 10.
And good defense there, and they're 1 for 11 on 3rd down tonight, and the Aggies, even being up this much, they're still not letting up here on defense.
3rd and 10. Should have ran it. Run up left side.
The Red Hawk with another tackle for loss. I mean, they're just padding his stats at this point as well.
Yeah, he's getting the Beatty treatment.
That's 617 yards of total offense from the Aggies.
And they still have another possession. 4th quarter, 4 minutes left, and the clock is ticking. Bill Connor with a 12-yard reception.
Now, I know it's only Tuesday, but do we leave the Player of the Week trophy at Spencer Beatty's doorstep already, or what's the move?
We still got to let Spunky play.
Spunky played earlier.
Oh, right. The interception bowl. I say we leave it. We'll wait. We'll wait, man. I think he's at least a contender, though. I think he got a good shot at that.
For sure. Still a lot of action over these next couple of days, but dominant showing here from A&M.
It's been a while since we've heard a Twitch update. I wonder how they're doing over there. It's a good run up middle for Malcolm Streets, able to find 12 yards on the rush.
Yeah, I know we got a bit of a tight game over on Twitch. Colorado up 41-35, I believe. 44-35. They're running the clock out over there.
A little bit closer of a game than what's going on over here. Seems like we always get the long games here, Val.
Yeah, but you know what? I enjoy it. It gives us a lot of time, you know, towards the end of the game to interact with some of the people in chat, see what everyone's on. You know, yeah, I can appreciate these games.
Yeah, it's nice. You know, we had a really good. What was good earlier? I mean, that was crazy between Penn State and VT. That was crazy. This just feels. I don't want to say hard to watch. I mean, definitely there's been a couple crap moments from the Gators for sure.
Absolutely, this game started off like really close, and we thought it could have, you know, flipped at any moment. But you know, the Aggies, they just put their foot on the gas and, you know, straight path towards victory here.
Yeah, they said, you know what, we're done playing around. It's time to really lock in here. That's exactly what they're doing. Even here in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes left, Jackson Harrell with a 7-yard rush.
I'll believe it or not, I think they're going to punt this one away.
Yeah. They're going to wait out the clock? Are we going to have 30 seconds here alone, me and you, Val, while they sit here and stare at each other on the line of scrimmage?
I think we are. It's cold in this booth.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Weather's not too bad down here. It's about 70 degrees in the bedroom.
Yeah, you're lucky to be in Texas. I'm up here in cold Kentucky. It's like 20-something degrees, I think.
Dude, it's easier to stay warm than it is to stay cold. You can't, like, I mean, if you're cold outside, you can put on more clothes. You know what I mean? If you're warm outside, you can't just strip down naked. You know what I mean?
All right. I mean, I'm a bigger fella, so I mean, I'm kind of used to the cold. I'm ready for it. And over on Twitch, 47-35, Colorado is your final score. Good game over there on Twitch as we wrap up here just under 90 seconds.
Second and inches. The Florida
Tony
Gators.
10. Tony 10, I like to call it.
Who's that?
I don't know who Tony is.
You don't know Tony?
Nope.
Second and Cade is crazy. That's a crazy call from Frosty there.
Yep. They also like to call it second and Cade, which is not true. Me and Cade
it's not true, you know?
Yeah, man.
Is that what it took for you to get into the broadcasting team?
No comment.
Hey, you gotta fight for your spot here on the broadcasting crew for CFSL. Whatever you did, Val, you know, I'm just glad you did it. I'm glad to be here, man.
Cade knows I have Riz. It's all good. We've talked about this.
Nobody says Riz anymore.
Come on, man. It's 2026. All of the young kids say Riz, including me. I'm only 20.
I'll take your word for it. One more play is what it looks like. Doing their best to fight for some yards here. Big throw up the left side. Goes incomplete yet again. There, Michaels. Kind of ruining percentages at that point. I feel like the pressure's probably just gotten to him too much.
Yeah, 3rd and 6. You might as well just run this one out.
Big throw up the middle.
Stop, Valente. Sure you do? Oh, no. Okay, I'm getting called out in chat.
It's all right. It's fine. It means you got fans. The Grizzly Bear is crazy.
Look, if they don't hate on your game, it means you're doing something wrong.
The haters are the loudest.
Yeah, they're just afraid of they've never seen my Riz in person, and they really want to experience that. But it's all good. Great game this was from the Aggies. 51 total points and just an all-out defensive performance. Streets 50 for 63, 575 yards and 6 total touchdowns. What a performance from Streets. What a performance from this Aggies defense. Good game to both the Gators and the Aggies as we wrap up here Tuesday night. Take it away, Morty.
Beautiful night for the Aggies, and the Gators know what to do to improve from here, and the Aggies know exactly what to keep doing. Slant routes and passes to Beatty. That's exactly what it's going to take. That being said, that's going to be all of our action for tonight. Thank you to Mike Peters and Austin Crow for making this whole thing happen, as well as the rest of the CFSL crew. Thank you to Val for joining me, and most importantly, thank you to the audience members for making these broadcasts happen. We wouldn't be anything without you. We're going to see you tomorrow night, 6:30 Central here on the YouTube, as well as the CFSL Twitch. Do not miss us. We'll see you very soon.